Welcome back to Better Bloom Advice. Let us begin with a simple but powerful question. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror, pulled at your shirt, looked at your belly, and wondered why that stubborn fat refuses to leave your body no matter how disciplined you are? You have walked more. You have eaten less. You have tried diets that promised miracles. You have spent money on supplements, teas, and powders. You may have succeeded for a little while, but somehow the weight returned, especially around your midsection. You might think this is your age catching up with you. You might believe that your metabolism has slowed to a crawl, or that your hormones are simply not cooperating anymore. However, the real enemy is something you cannot see, cannot touch, and often do not even feel. It is silent. It hides deep within your body. Yet it affects every second of your life. That hidden enemy is chronic inflammation. Inflammation is not always harmful. In fact, it is one of the most important protective responses in the human body. Imagine you accidentally cut your finger. The area becomes red, warm, swollen, and painful. Your immune system rushes in like an emergency rescue team. It cleans up the damage, kills any bacteria, removes debris, and triggers healing. Once the repair is complete, those alarm systems shut off. The inflammation ends. This is healthy inflammation. It is necessary, temporary, and controlled. Now imagine your body as a brilliant metropolis. Each cell is like a citizen with a role to play. Some cells build bones and muscles. Some transport oxygen. Some produce energy. Others act as soldiers that protect you from invaders. Your organs are like districts in the city. The heart pumps life. The liver manages waste and resources. The brain coordinates every operation. All of these systems function together like a thriving, well-run society. Picture a small fire starting in one part of this city. At first, firefighters arrive, contain the flames, and save the structures. The emergency ends. The firefighters go home. Everything returns to normal. That is what is supposed to happen. However, now imagine that the fire alarm never stops. Imagine firefighters continue to spray water every day, even though the flames have disappeared. Imagine small fires continuing to burn unnoticed in different neighborhoods. Over time, the water damages buildings, roads begin to crack, electrical systems start failing, the city begins to weaken from within. This ongoing fire represents chronic inflammation. It causes slow, steady destruction that can go on for years without any visible symptoms. This hidden fire quietly burns your arteries. It thickens their walls and restricts blood flow, increasing blood pressure. It disrupts the delicate communication network in your brain. That leads to memory lapses, confusion, and emotional changes. It interferes with hormone production, making it harder for your body to regulate weight, mood, metabolism, and even sleep. It weakens your ability to fight disease. It chips away at your bones and joints, contributing to arthritis and pain. It leaves you tired no matter how sleep you get. It destroys confidence and vitality. The most misunderstood and dangerous result of this silent fire is visceral fat, also known as belly fat. Many people think fat is just excess stored calories sitting passively under our skin. They believe fat is simply a cosmetic problem that affects appearance but not health. That belief is completely wrong. Visceral belly fat is not passive. It is extremely active. It behaves like a rogue endocrine organ. It produces and releases inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. These molecules act like chemical messengers that travel throughout your bloodstream, delivering harmful instructions to different tissues. They tell your immune system to stay on high alert at all times, even when no threat exists. They convince your body that danger is always present. That constant state of alertness is toxic. The more inflammation in your body, the more visceral fat you accumulate. The more visceral fat you store, the more inflammation your body generates. It becomes a never-ending cycle, a trap that grows tighter with time. This is why people gain fat faster as they age. This is why belly fat becomes so difficult to lose. The problem is not just calories. The problem is chemistry. You are not fighting laziness or lack of willpower. You are fighting a biological fire. Your liver suffers first. The liver filters toxins, manages blood sugar, produces bile for digestion, and decides whether to burn or store fat. Chronic inflammation overwhelms the liver, making it sluggish. Fat starts to accumulate inside it, leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. When the liver struggles, it cannot burn fat properly. You feel exhausted even with enough sleep. You crave sugar and snacks. Your metabolism slows further, and the belly fat deepens its roots. The pancreas is next. This organ produces insulin, the key hormone that allows energy to enter your cells. Inflammation causes insulin resistance, meaning your cells stop responding effectively. It is like the locks on your cells' doors become rusty, insulin levels start climbing. Elevated insulin forces your body to store more fat, especially around the waist. That fat then produces more inflammation. Again, the cycle repeats. The brain is not spared either. The blood-brain barrier, which normally acts like a protective fortress, weakens under inflammatory stress. Harmful chemicals penetrate the brain environment. Communication between brain cells becomes disrupted. Neurotransmitter levels fall out of balance. You start experiencing mental fog, low mood, anxiety, and forgetfulness. You lose your drive, your creativity, your excitement. Hormones also fall out of alignment. Cortisol, the stress hormone, remains chronically elevated. High cortisol instructs your body to store belly fat as a survival response. Thyroid hormone becomes disrupted, slowing metabolism even more. Sex hormones shift in both men and women, leading to increased fat storage and reduced muscle mass. Even your gut becomes inflamed. The gut lining is supposed to be a strong barrier, but inflammation weakens it. Tiny gaps appear, allowing bacteria and unwanted particles to leak into your bloodstream, increasing inflammation further. This condition is often called leaky gut. Digestive issues become common. Food sensitivities increase. Immune responses become exaggerated. Every system begins failing quietly, slowly, and painfully. By the time you notice these symptoms clearly, the damage has been accumulating for years. So how do we turn this fire off? How do we finally break free from this destructive loop? It begins with one science-backed hack that contains 3 strategic actions working together inside your body at the same time. These are lifestyle-based, natural, and powerful. When applied correctly, they flip the inflammation switch off and activate your fat-burning system again. The first action is correcting your fat balance. For decades, society has been told fat is the enemy. Low-fat products took over grocery shelves. People were encouraged to avoid oils and choose diet foods. That advice created a disaster. The real issue is not fat, but the type of fat. Your body needs healthy fats desperately. Every cell membrane is made from fat. Your brain is almost 60% fat. Hormones are built from fat. The goal is not to remove fat, but to remove the inflammatory fats and replace them with healing fats. Today's diet is overloaded with omega-6 fats, especially from cheap industrial seed oils such as soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, cottonseed oil, and canola oil. These oils undergo heavy processing, often involving extreme heat, chemicals, and deodorization. During this processing, they become unstable and oxidized. When consumed, they generate harmful free radicals that damage cells and intensify inflammation. They are in almost every packaged food: chips, crackers, cookies, sauces, salad dressings, fast foods, and restaurant meals. They are cheap, so they are used everywhere, and they are quietly destroying health from the inside. The human body needs a healthy balance of omega-6 to omega-3 fats. Historically, our ancestors consumed them at a ratio of about 1:1. Today, the average person consumes omega-6 fats at levels 20 times higher than omega-3 fats. This imbalance pours gasoline onto the fire of inflammation. Eliminating industrial seed oils is one of the fastest ways to reduce inflammation. Replace them with anti-inflammatory fats, including extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, avocados, walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, flax seeds, and fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and herring. These fats rebuild cell membranes, calm immune responses, improve brain function, support hormones, and allow your liver and metabolism to recover. Your body begins to heal from within. When the body feels safe again, it releases stored fat willingly. The second action is giving your body a break from constant eating. Modern culture encourages frequent meals and snacks. We eat from morning until night, keeping insulin levels elevated. High insulin blocks fat burning and signals the body to store more fat. Your digestive system becomes overworked. The repair systems in your body never get enough time to activate. This constant feeding state promotes inflammation. Time-restricted eating or intermittent fasting changes everything. When you stop eating for a planned period, insulin drops. Low insulin tells your body to switch from storage mode to fat-burning mode. You finally unlock the fat stored in your belly as fuel. Fasting also activates autophagy. Autophagy means self-cleaning. Your cells search for damaged components and recycle them. Toxic proteins are removed. Old mitochondria are replaced with new ones. Cellular efficiency improves. This process dramatically reduces inflammation, slows aging, and boosts energy. Start with a simple 12-hour overnight fast. If dinner is at 7 p.m., do not eat again until 7 a.m. Gradually extend to 14 hours, such as eating from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. For many people, this is enough to trigger significant metabolic improvement without feeling deprived. You are simply allowing your body to finally do the maintenance it desperately needs. The third action is restoring magnesium. Magnesium is a master mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions, including energy production, muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, heart rhythm control, insulin regulation, and inflammatory response. Nearly every cell requires magnesium, yet global deficiency rates are extremely high. Modern food processing strips magnesium from grains and vegetables. Soil used for farming has become depleted of minerals. Stress, caffeine, sugar, and certain medications further drain magnesium stores from the body. Low magnesium worsens insulin resistance, increases stress hormones like cortisol, disrupts sleep, causes cramps, anxiety, headaches, and contributes directly to belly fat storage. When magnesium is replenished through food sources such as leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, and certain mineral-rich waters, the body regains metabolic stability, insulin sensitivity improves, inflammation reduces, stress response calms down, sleep quality improves, fat burning becomes easier. When these three actions are combined, the results are transformative. Removing inflammatory seed oils removes the primary fuel for the fire. Bringing in healthy fats gives your cells the building blocks they need to rebuild properly. Time Restricted eating reduces insulin and activates healing at the cellular level. Magnesium restores biological harmony. The body no longer feels under attack. Hormonal balance returns, vitality increases, and the burning of visceral fat begins naturally. Your body has been trying to protect you. That stubborn fat around your abdomen is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that your body believes it is in danger and needs to store emergency fuel. Once you remove the internal alarm signals, your body will finally feel safe enough to let that fat go. This journey is not about punishment. It is not about eating less and exercising more. It is about healing at the deepest level. When inflammation is controlled, everything changes, your energy returns, your focus sharpens, your mood lifts, your sleep improves, your confidence rises, the joy of living comes back. The fire that has been burning inside you does not have to control your life anymore. You can extinguish it. You can rebuild your health. You can take back your power. The transformation begins the moment you believe that healing is possible.